Hi, ladies. Okay. I want to spend some time talking about Black women and soft life. Okay. And I get a lot of pushback for this, but I don't think everyone kind of looks at it the way that I look at it. So I'm going to kind of explain how I look at it. Okay. The first thing I think that's important is safety. All right. One of a woman's greatest needs is to feel safe. And so it's hard to live a soft life if you feel like you are in an unsafe environment. All right. So I would advise whoever is interested in soft life, take care of that issue first. Okay. Be it that you live alone or you have a spouse or with your children, because that one is critical. If you are constantly worrying about where you live, where you are you safe, this just doesn't work real well. Okay. And if I had to pay more to live in a safe place, I would. All right. I don't mind giving up other things in order to maintain my safety. And so that for me is huge. So I've lived in my house for about 20 years. I feel very safe here. And so I have safety covered. Okay. The second thing I would say is that soft life is based on who you are and what you like. All right. It's not based on what you see in videos. Oh, I got to have perfect house. I got to have all my cutlery has to match. I have to go shopping every day and I lay around and do nothing. That's not the life I live. Um, Figure out what kind of life you enjoy, what kind of life you want for yourself. There were some things in my life that were really important, and so I have put those things in, and they bring me a great deal of joy. Okay, one of them is reading. Okay, I think I spoke in an earlier video that I had set up a little reading area for myself. My books, I'll have to take some pictures of them. But my books are here and big fluffy pillows. And my son bought me a new electric blanket. Actually, it's for my car. I'll have to get it in the car. But everybody who knows me knows I like big fluffy blankets. It's really a comfortable space for me to sit and read. Years ago, I bought a ton of books. A ton of books. I was buying maybe 10 books a month. I was buying a lot of books. And I read a lot, so that wasn't a problem. But one of the things I realized is that I needed to cut my book budget. All right. So I don't buy as many books. I might buy 20 books a year, which is down considerably from, the 10 a month I was buying. And I have to make a decision about, do I really want to own this book or do I want to just peruse the information and make note of it? And some books I would never buy. Like my favorite genre of reading is historical mystery. I don't buy historical mysteries. I borrow them from the library. So my book reading, my book collection, the time that I take to read are all a part of my soft life. Okay. I have tons and tons of plants. I really enjoy having plants, tending my plants, growing plants, talking to my plants. And so, I've added that as one of the things I really enjoy. Cooking, love to cook. I've had to figure out how to cook less food. I grew up in a very large family, and then I had a son who ate a lot of food. So for the first time in my life, I'm actually cooking appropriately for the amount of people in my house. A little weird, but I'm managing. And so those are the things that I treasure, or some of the things I really enjoy. You want to build those things into your life. Don't look at what everybody else does, okay? Think about what's important to you, what makes you happy, what works for you. Now, I'm thinking, oh, okay, collections. I used to collect quite a few things. I try not to collect so many things, and I love handmade things, so I am forever crafting things. Okay, if I see something that someone has made, um, I can buy it or I can make it. I have to make a decision, and I'm going to show you one of the things I made. Let's see. I didn't think about this before. Now, This is just a jar that sits in my living room. It's got scissors and pens and highlighters, a pair of pliers, probably for opening up something. And I really loved this color. You can see that this is the only place I have this color in my whole house is when I make these jars. And I put a little string around it to finish it off a bit. All right, I saw that and I thought, I want that. I can make that, okay? Rather than buy it from somebody. And it is just a ball jar, which is one of my canning jars that I've painted, okay? I had a really great time with this. So great that I made maybe half a dozen in like 3 different colors, 3 or 4 different colors. I've got them in red. I've got them in white. Oh, and I have them in a darker blue that I use in my kitchen. All right, so let's sit back a little bit. And adding things that I make, don't let somebody else make something for me. Oh my God, I love it. A friend of mine does coloring. Her colorings are up on the bulletin board in my office because I just love handmade gifts. So I surround myself with things that I love. And then I take time to enjoy them, and that's a big part of it. If I don't take time to actually read books, then I just have stacks of books. If I don't take time to enjoy the little crafts that I make, clean them up and arrange them, then they just kind of get dusty and I forget about them. So soft life, that is how I started, all right? Taking the time to figure out what brought me happiness and joy, and then pursuing those things. If they were more expensive, oh, and I'll give you one more example, earrings. Now, I haven't worn earrings in quite a while, but when I buy earrings, I don't want my earrings to look like yours. In fact, it would probably upset me to see my earrings on somebody else's ears. I know. Sadiddy. So I buy my earrings at usually art fairs. When I go, I take enough money and I buy as many as I want. Because I love them. Save money to pursue the things that you love. That's all for now, ladies. We'll talk more on this.